Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Kissy. So I wanted to go ahead and do a reading for the collective because I decided to pick up this deck, and when I opened it, or I parted the deck in half, the High Priestess was there with the Chariot, and I heard you could hear the rumble. That could be significant, but the High Priestess is coming in fast, is what I heard. And then I proceeded, as you can see here, I started just throwing down cards, and I basically put the deck together, shuffled, and then I just started to get this trail of the story. The High Priestess is coming in fast to bring you some simple pleasures, okay? Some well-deserved simple pleasures over worry and distress, okay? You may have gone through a period of worry and distress, and now this High Priestess is coming in fast to bring you this. It's a simple pleasure that's going to get you out of hermit mode, and you are completely at this point not waiting for anything. Okay, there's like a sense that you dropped an idea of isolation or needing to have solitude of some sort. So a period of solitude could be over, as well as a waiting period is over as well. And that's the reason why this High Priestess is coming in quickly. For some of you, there's this burden that you released, a responsibility that you just let go of. It could have been something that you had created that was very stable, or something that was very founded on something, true and real for you. It could have been something like a belief system, a foundation of some sort when it comes to your ideals, okay? And whatever that was, it was released or let go because it was keeping you stuck in some way, okay? Whatever that stuckness is, it was released. It had you in a state where you could not be independent. So you released something that was trying to keep you dependent, or someone that was trying to keep you dependent on them. They were trying to keep you dependent, but also hopeless. And also, in a way, stagnant, or feeling controlled, or feeling just that, feeling controlled. You could only shine so bright, or you could only do so much, or you could only go so far. You got to stay within the boundaries. You got to stay within the bounds. So there was a level of like, these bounds were very, they might have been secure, but they were in fact, in some ways they felt oppressive. In some ways they felt limiting, okay? So it was time to, it feels like it was time to get out of a situation because it had you very upset, or had you in a, or maybe the intention was to keep you in this energy, or to put you in this energy, okay? Feeling distraught, feeling despair, feeling isolated and betrayed, and feeling somehow like destroyed, okay? Emotionally. So the experience that you had, that you have been released from, the burdens that have been lifted, that caused you to feel stuck, or that tried to keep you out of alignment with your own sense of self, that tried to keep you hopeless and limited and in despair emotionally, okay, that energy, you're being basically given these simple pleasures for maintaining and sustaining your own passions, maintaining and sustaining your creative gifts, maintaining and sustaining your own stability when it comes to your passions, okay? For some of you, this could be having made a choice to remain in some ways independent, okay? Choosing not to have an intimate partner in your life of some sort, or if anything, just having any kind of connection that would hinder your independence, okay? So I feel like it was almost necessary or beneficial to you to have maintained your own stability. And I guess that is why the High Priestess is here and bringing you this this sense of pleasure, this sense of joy, this sense of the ability to receive an abundance of enjoyment, okay? This gift from the High Priestess, so to speak, or the reason she's coming in quickly to bring you these pleasures, let's dive into that. Let's find out why these energies are here. And I feel like for some, there might have been some level of worry. Somebody is either worried around, in regards to you, or it could just be, yeah, somebody might be worried that you figured out something that they were keeping from you. Okay. Could be a King of Cups, water sign, masculine energy, a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. They could be worried because they've invested a lot of energy, okay? They invested a lot of energy into some kind of tower that would ensure a loss. Wow. The person that is worried, like I said, possibly this water sign, it might have been some kind of competition in regards to work, or it could have just been a very passionate person in your life, someone that invested a lot of emotional energy into you in some ways, but this person wanted to create a tower moment. They wanted to shock or change or surprise. In some ways, they wanted to create some kind of havoc, either to cause a loss for you or a victory for them that backfired. A tower for you that went back to them, returned to sender. And that is why, see, the Chariot, it's like Spirit is coming in quickly with this High Priestess. This is who is with the High Priestess. The Chariot, we got Cancer energy. So maybe this person, they're worried, and maybe they're being guided by Spirit, or to invest, or to work on things, or to try to manifest some kind of abundance to avoid being left out of a situation. I feel like this person is backtracking. They're realizing all the efforts that they put into creating some kind of destruction, and it didn't work to their benefit. So now they're being guided by Spirit to either invest or to put in energy to create this very tangible reality in a sort of way. Okay, we have the number 8. This is a year 8, and it's all about manifestation. So it's like meticulous work to manifest, to avoid a situation where you're left out, where you're abandoned, left out, or left out in the cold of a matter, of a situation. I feel like you can rest easy. I don't think you have anything to worry about. You're pretty balanced. Like we said, that these burdens have been lifted from you. You don't have any burdens because you let go of a certain responsibility that you realize is not yours to carry. Look at that. I'm like literally, I'm going randomly through the deck, and the same cards that were earlier is the ones that are being pulled out. So you're getting out of hermit mode. And you no longer have to invest in this situation with this person, this King of Cups, that apparently was ill invested into you somehow. Let's get some clarity into why this King of Cups was trying to create a tower. What was this tower in regards from the King of Cups? They wanted to walk away. They wanted to go into new ventures, a new territory. It's like they didn't feel the love. They didn't feel connected, or they felt somehow like if they surrendered what they had with you, that something better would come along. But that didn't happen. That actually stopped whatever they had going on. So they're stuck without a new beginning, or they're going back to like page mode. It's like maybe being given a position to be like a manager or supervisor, and then going back to being a trainee of some sort, or starting over in a new field as a newbie, or somebody that's inexperienced. There's a healing that's taking place, or for perhaps Perhaps also this situation not happening, not manifesting, allowed for you to learn something new in regards to your creative energies. So you might be creating some kind of healing. I don't know if it's a healing practice or healing method, or just the fact that you're in balancing this temperatures of this watery nature and this very fiery passion. It's like finding the range that works. Yeah, look, there's an open cup here, a love offer that is being given. Whether that's you or your divine counterpart, I feel like somebody's not going to be single for long. I feel like this person was trying to trap you in a way that wasn't to your benefit. In other words, this level of independence that you wanted did not imply not being partnered or not being with someone. It's just being able to sustain yourself physically, emotionally, mentally, like having a level of independence of self. This person didn't like that about you, or they didn't want you to have that. They didn't want you to love yourself. They didn't want you to appreciate yourself or see yourself as worthy or valuable. For whatever reason, this person didn't see how much you had to give in terms of love, how much love was there. The Palace of Cups. Yeah, the fact that I feel like they weren't able to have a new beginning with you because they couldn't receive that love. Things were very elusive with this person. I feel like there was a lot of mirroring happening, a lot of effects of, like this person really wanted to present this lone wolf kind of thing, like very, I'm getting somewhat of a Jon Snow character, the individual that's like sulky and wants to kind of like just brood on his own and be this, oh, I'm so broken. I'm so broken. Yeah, this person has judgment coming to them because they created a lot of unnecessary conflict. And that conflict Even though I feel like you were blessed or graced with this palace of wands, that means that you surpassed any opportunity this person was trying to limit you, or any any of the firepower that you have, that they tried to fight you for. It only established you as the essence of that. So you are extremely passionate. I think they had you pegged as some like either an airhead or somebody that was not intelligent or not logical or lacking integrity, or in some ways trying to make you look like you were dry. You could have been dealing also with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. I feel like this person considered you in some ways either lacking integrity or some way, somehow like fake. They saw you as somebody that was probably fake and maybe even boring. So it's like, okay, fine. They were not satisfied with where they were, so they had to seek out elsewhere. But this person never communicated effectively. They acted immature. They argued. They bantered with blindly. They bantered blindly, meaning that they tried to like pretend like it was fun and games, but they were really blind to how intuitive you actually are, or how balanced you actually were, and how you could actually see that they didn't have anything to stand on. They didn't have anything solid. They didn't have anything established on their own. At that point that you may have engaged with them, that they sought to dim your light or control you, they didn't even have their own stability. They didn't even have their own sense of self. This person was very much in dark feelings. They were acting out of a hurt space. They were acting out of anger and spite, because they wanted to just enjoy themselves. They wanted pleasures. They wanted to just be happy. They didn't want to feel their feelings. They didn't want to feel anything negative. They wanted to escape and just go into whatever emotional roller coaster they can find to enjoy themselves. It's like gluttonous, very gluttonous. But meanwhile, some way, somehow, things are balanced. At this point, there's a steady balance for you at this point. You feel content with where you are in terms of your creative gifts, in terms of your creative talents, in terms of your own sense of self-worth, and how you sustain yourself. You've learned how to create in a practical way. You could be dealing with an earth sign. You could be learning from an from a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo child. You could have learned something from an earth sign child, something practical, like just the simple things or something like that. It was like a major life lesson or a major karmic lesson in some ways, like to look at things through the eyes of a child, like the childlike nature, see nature for what it is, see the beauty in the nature of learning to even observe, to study your surroundings, your environment, your body even, how you create, how you mold, how you move, and how you create something out of your own will, okay? Your own sheer will creates gold. I feel like for some of you, you've learned the art of sustainability, or how to do things step by step to create a certain balance. Like, I feel like this person might have created an illusion that you were careless and reckless and somehow indecisive, or that you wanted options, or that you were looking or seeking options in some ways. But I think you needed to maintain your own level of faith throughout this process. This process was not easy. It challenged your own faith in your self-belief. It challenged how you trust in yourself. See, again, the Page of Coins. I feel like there's something that you're learning or about to learn. I feel like you're going into something new. Or there could be someone observing you in a new territory of some sort. The Ten of Coins. Someone could have noticed how you may have let go of whatever it is that you were holding on to. It could have been a commitment. It could have been a home. It could have been a family. I mean, you let go of a physical, it could have been a job. It could have been an offer of a lot of money. Someone really didn't take the bait. They trusted their intuition. I feel like they knew this is what I feel like they were avoiding. If this isn't you, this is your person. You knew not to take the bait because you knew that it was going to leave you out in the cold. Because that's exactly what this person wanted, was for you to have no way to sustain yourself, no way to take care of yourself. Obviously, this is a karmic person in your life that, for whatever reason, this person... Let's see, why though? I don't feel like there was any logic behind the reasonings why they felt that, why they did that. Maybe it's how you produce, how meticulous you can be about your process, how you materialize, how you create, how you maintain faith, how you trust and surrender to the process. I feel like they were trying to also keep you in that state of uncertainty when it comes to your own power. They didn't want you to tap into your power so that you wouldn't be able to escape the chaos that they were creating for you mentally. These people came with masks and fake words, and I feel like you maintained a level of peace through it all. You knew what to let go and not to pay attention to. You knew when to rest and to lay down the sword. In other words, not every conversation needed to be entertained and not every argument needed to be had. So you let go of a lot of things. And it was easy to let go of this burden. Whatever this burden was, it wasn't worth it because it wasn't going to give you what you actually wanted. It wasn't going to give you the stability that you wanted. It was not going to give you the loyalty and the sustained sense of security that you long for, or that you've thrived for, or that you've worked very diligently for. It was not going to do that. So you were at ease with the outcome, I feel. That's why you were able to walk away. You were not emotionally invested that way in this situation. You knew it was some kind of illusion in regards to something solid. You remained in your own you kept your own rhythm going when it comes to sustaining what fuels you. You didn't depend on something external to fuel you when it comes to your purpose, because there is a lot of justice and a lot of balance for you. You've done a lot to maintain your own level of joy, pleasure, contentment. I mean, you enjoy the fruits of your labor. You enjoy happy times. You are just enjoying you're appreciating the simple pleasures in life because of what you've been through. For some of you, you could have been like gone to war, and maybe not literal, but you know, it feels like having gone on a massive journey, all soldiered up, ready to go to fight for justice in some kind of way, whether it's to the justice of having your homes burned down in some kind of way. In other words, somebody coming to destroy what you've built, and you needing to stand strong and firm in the truth when it comes to knowing what is, this is a time of celebration and just appreciating the simple pleasures of life because of the justice that you have established or that you've managed to balance out. It has a lot to do with this devil energy. In all way, shape, and form, this energy was trying to keep you trapped. It could have been a Capricorn that you were dealing with. It could have been a job. Like I said, you've let go of some kind of burden or commitment or responsibility that you know it is not yours. It was burdens placed on you that were unnecessary. It was obstacles created to keep you lost. It was temptations that were brought simply to keep you in illusions so that you can remain trapped in fear and isolated and feeling victimized, meanwhile being controlled, and all of the energy that you produce taken from you and applied to something that has nothing to do with you. They were trying to take your power. It could have been a fire sign that you were dealing with, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that was very envious or competitive, that was very jealous even, that they loathed your contentment. They loathed your peace. And it wasn't even conscious for some of them. Some of them just in their nature were seething at your security, seething at your confidence, seething at your ability to stand up for yourself. It bothered them that they couldn't keep you in this energy. It bothered them to see you confident. It bothered them to see you in your grace, knowing who you are. So the devil energy and this person or these people tried to keep opportunities away, but regardless of them trying to keep you somehow stuck, they were trying to keep you mentally stuck and, like I said, depressed, right? This is, again, you see how I'm selecting these cards and the same cards are coming through from previously. It's look at that, the burdens that they were trying to put you in. All of that was so that you would not have options, so that you would not have your desires met, so that you would remain in some kind of doubt or conflict or mental struggle of some sort, confused in some ways about what you believe or what you think or what you, when it comes to the things that you love and value. They did not want you to see the truth. I feel like whoever was trying to keep you, whoever was sneaking around, creating illusions and half-truths and remaining elusive about the truth and conveying and communicating effectively their emotions. Whoever did this to you, this person, their spirit is truly pushing them. They are being pulled by spirit for trying to, wow. See, they wanted a victory for themselves, right? And in order to do that, they were trying to create this loss for you. And now what it did was it gave you a victory and it put them, it backfired and they got this loss. And now spirit is like pulling on them to give a genuine apology or to a sincere emotional understanding of what they've done. Okay? Some have already come forth and have started to make amends in your life. And by that I mean taking accountability for how they've hurt you, knowing that they hurt you, knowing that they were unjust, knowing that they were incorrect, and knowing that that it was completely uncalled for to the type of cruelty that they created or the hardships that they created for you in your life. Unnecessary. And it was unnecessary because you wouldn't even do that to your worst enemy. And here you were doing absolutely nothing but doing your part and maintaining a level of honesty and integrity with this person or these people, doing the best that you can to uphold your connection to them. And all they were trying to do is sabotage you emotionally, mentally, drain you, take from you, judge you, project on you, create conflict for you. They have a lot to apologize for. And for some of you, some of these individuals that have not yet done so will come in sincerely because they do want to heal. They do actually want to heal. Some of them don't want this conflict with you anymore because they know it doesn't serve them any good. They feel very immature, very childish about their behavior. They know now that this process of creation or this process of creativity is no joke. The fire initiation isn't a game to be played with. Not like that. Some of them are in complete heartbreak over this, the realization of what they've done, of who they've done it to, the Empress. To do what you've done to an Empress so mindlessly, so carelessly, so cruelly, for what? Over an ego trip, over an uncontrolled part of oneself that is just completely lacking integrity and uninvested. Just someone that didn't put any effort at all into loving, okay, into bonding with you, into connecting with you. They just wanted to keep their options open. And that is why this person no longer has opportunities coming their way. And now their independence is being threatened, or their ability to gracefully experience their reality. It's going to be challenging for them to get out of hermit mode. It's going to be challenging for them to get out of this process of integration and being able to digest and shed light to everything that they've done, either to themselves or to you emotionally. Maybe even to their own children or to their own child. This person was not in their power at all. They were a tyrant that wanted to create an illusion of the ideal family. They were at the most, this person was just a very stubborn person. We have an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. We did mention Capricorn earlier. We did mention, but I feel like they weren't solid. They weren't loyal. I feel like that's what was needed for this emperor not to be a tyrant, was understanding the concept or the process of sustaining, how to sustain passion. Like, you can't just take without putting back in some ways. So now, like we said, the High Priestess is coming in quickly. I feel like either this person is having an understanding, a very deep understanding of where they went wrong when it comes to connecting with you, with others on an emotional level. They didn't know how to make connections emotionally. They didn't know how to enjoy themselves better. It's like collaborating came with a lot of masks, a lot of fakery, a lot of pretense, okay? Wordplay. when it comes to the emotions. So the truth is going to be, I feel like the truth is being shown to this person via their intuition at this time. Okay? And they're being either stopped or they're holding back from taking harsh, or they don't want to act too brash, is that the word? Abruptly in a certain way, but they do want to come and give you an offer. They do want to come balance things out. They do want to come give you something sustainable, but they're not really thinking it through. They're not really thinking it through. I feel like they just want. You see, I left it open here for with this. What was lacking was this, and I feel like now they realize, now that they understand what they needed, or what they. Now that they know where they really stand, who they are, or what they. Like they know what's real now. They see you as their counterpart, but you're not really like looking at them anymore. You're probably thinking like, I'll just keep minding my business on this end here. But I feel like yeah, whatever it was, they don't want it to be over. They would really like a new beginning, but they feel like there is no new beginning. Or maybe you don't see a new beginning. Like maybe you put death to the situation. You put, they made you very unhappy. This person was very, like, they try to take all, I mean, they did not, my goodness. They just wanted to take your happiness so that you wouldn't have a new beginning. So you wouldn't have another opportunity. So that you would just be in dreamland, hoping and wishing and unsatisfied emotionally. They didn't want you to have love. My gosh. Hold on. See? It is this King of Cups. This King of Cups, it's almost like they were just, they know now that you were a soulmate of some kind to them, but they also understand that they were very immature, extremely immature. They've understood that this was a lesson, a destiny. It would explain why they're now trying to put so much effort into this, not realizing that they didn't do the work when you were doing the work, though. You know what I mean? So it's like now you want to come and do the work, and the fact that it's like maybe just life called judgment on this person. Like, no, you can't get away with doing all of that. Like it was unnecessary, torturous pain caused. When all there was real love there. So this was like pain on a very deep level, a deep emotional wound, and still the passion, this person, you or your person still have passion. Despite this past karmic person doing what they've done. With the Queen of Swords here, yeah, I feel like they didn't want you to have a relationship. They didn't want you to be in balance. They didn't want you to be able to clearly see a new opportunity. They would have kept you in a cycle that never grows. a cycle that goes nowhere or that is delayed, and it was just to keep you small, just to keep you limited, or to keep you, they felt that they could control your power, and that was an illusion. I feel like they regret letting go, because they see what you've become, or they see what they see either how you were able to let go and you did not fear going forward despite the tower moments that were being thrown at you. They fear. I feel like they fear because they're not really in their power. Because if they were, this tower would have ended all your passion. But you saw that it didn't. It did not end your passion. So they're very angry. They're angry that you're still passionate. They're worried. Worried, probably perhaps assuming that they're getting some kind of karma for creating illusions, for playing mind tricks, for playing games, for creating hopelessness, and trying to manipulate I feel like they saw your star quality, or they saw the gifts being bestowed to you. And they know that they created a hopeless situation. That's why they're afraid. I feel like they know what's coming. They know what's manifesting for them. Because they do see the truth. Or they have learned how life is. Or, you can't get away with things that you do. Like, it always has a way of coming back. So, that's the reading. I hope you enjoyed. I'll come back soon. Take care.